When it comes to selling products on Etsy, intellectual property law is not something to mess around with. Just because something seems old doesn't mean it's free to use. And trust me, the repercussions for getting it wrong can be worse than Uncle Jerry finding out that you regifted his famous fruitcake. But the good news is tomorrow is Public Domain Day. And in 2025, we're getting a handful of iconic characters and works entering the public domain, meaning they're finally free to use legally. So grab your coffee because today we're talking about some of the iconic characters that will be free game to use in 2025. For those who are new here, my name is Starla, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And today we're diving into the exciting IP that will be entering the public domain in 2025 and how these works might inspire your next creative project. Now, before we begin, let me start with my obligatory disclaimer. While items in the public domain are free game, it's important to be cautious, as many adaptations or modern versions of these works are still protected by copyright. Stick to the original material and you'll be in the clear. First up is Popeye the Sailor Man, who you likely know as the spinach-loving sailor who's always ready to defend his beloved olive oil. Originally appearing in 1929 in E.C. Seeger's Thimble Theater comic strip, Popeye officially enters the public domain in 2025. This means the original black and white comics and their classic art style are free for you to use. Perfect for creating retro-inspired prints, mugs, or even themed embroidery patterns. Just remember, steer clear of more modern interpretations, as those may still be protected. Next, we have TinTin, which if you live anywhere other than the US, this one may excite you, because unfortunately, TinTin never gained much popularity here in the States. However, for fans of European art and vintage aesthetics, the original TinTin comics offer a treasure trove of creative possibilities. On the cinematic side, 2025 brings us 12 more Mickey Mouse cartoons, including The Carnival Kid, where Mickey Mouse speaks for the first time. Plus, The Skeleton Dance, Disney's first ever Silly Symphony short, which is also entering the public domain, and honestly, this is the one that excites me the most. Especially since these early Disney works offer incredible inspiration for retro Halloween-themed designs. Remember though, newer depictions of Mickey Mouse remain under copyright, so be sure to stick to the original public domain versions. If you're a fan of vintage suspense, Alfred Hitchcock's Blackmail, his first sound film, is also entering the public domain. This thriller offers classic imagery and themes that could inspire moody home decor, cinematic wall art, or even themed notebooks. Just imagine the appeal for film buffs and lovers of all things noir. As always, public domain doesn't mean free for all. It's about honoring the legacy of these works while breathing new life into them. Whether you're creating prints, handmade crafts, or digital downloads, these iconic characters and films give you a foundation to profitably build from. And obviously, when it comes to Etsy, being strategic about your product launches and listings is an important part of driving traffic to your Etsy shop, no matter what you sell. And each year in January, I do the hard part of planning a 12-month Etsy schedule for you, for free. This free PDF contains a 12-month printable set of calendars to help you plan ahead for the holidays and popular seasons. Plus, each month has personal tips and pointers from me that will help you to stay ahead of your competition. You can now officially grab my free 2025 calendars up here and in the link down below. Until next time, Pookie.